Okay, so I've finished my last line of loops. They are all about the same size. They're they are big enough for me to work through them. And I'm ready to start from this end. This end here has my working yarn, and that's where I'm going to end later on. But right now, I'm going to start the process from this end. So your loops are going to be going into each other. They're going to be woven through each other. So I'm going to start with the second loop. And I'm going to put the second loop through the first loop, pulling that second loop now to the right. Okay? I'm going to do that again. Number 2 goes through number 1, pull number 2 to the right. If you're working from the left, you would do it opposite. Again, here's my last loop. This is the one next to it. Pull it through to the right. Okay, so end, one on the right, through the end, and pull right. My next one, through and pull right. Always pull the loop you're weaving. Pulling it again and pull right. So you're starting to make a braid. Okay? So again, remember, you're always going to pull the one you're weaving. So I'm going to weave this one into this one. So that means it's going in, and then I'm pulling it out and to the right. Next, in, out to the right. You can see if these loops are too small, you can end up losing your loops, and the blanket could become unraveled. So you really want to make sure that these are big enough to work with. So again, right into left, pull right. I'm weaving with the right, and then I'm pulling the right. Weaving on this side, through and right. Going through the left and pulling to the right. Right goes through the left and then pull to the right. You see that nice braid beginning to develop. I'm going to continue. The right goes through the left, pulls right. Right through left and pull right. Right through left, pull right. Right loop through the left loop and pull right. The loop you weave is always the loop you pull. Weaving and pulling to the right. Weave in, pull to the right. Through and pull. Through and pull. So I'm going to continue until I get to the end. Pulling to the right, pull into the right, through, pull to the right, through, pull to the right, through. Okay. And I'm going to go all the way to the end where my working yarn is. So I'm going to pull that last one. Okay. And here I am at the very end, and I'm going to take my last one through and pull it, and then my working yarn is what's going to end off this last loop. So I've cut it at about 8 inches or so. So I'm going to come through this one. I'm going to hold it tight as I pull it through, and that loop is just going to close down on itself. Okay. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to tie a knot here right at the end. And I'm going to cut a little bit off, and I'm just going to let that weave right through the side there. Get rid of that. Let it hide in there in case you ever want to take it apart, add onto it. You're bored on some rainy day and want to do your blanket over. Okay, so there you go. So you can see how it created a nice edge, braided edge look. Okay, so go ahead and finish off your blanket and have a great day. Enjoy your cozy, warm blankie. So you can see the braid here goes all the way to the edge, and that's it. You have finished your chunky blanket.